Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Jeff with Covet the Camper, and today I'm doing a little project out here in the truck camper. I'm going to finish doing my LED lighting upgrade. So about a year ago I upgraded all of the overhead lights. I think they're 1156 bulbs. The 1156 bulbs to the LED. So got rid of the incandescent bulbs, and these are really simple to upgrade. It's simply just a matter of taking out the old 1156 bulb, the regular incandescent light bulb, and swapping it for an LED. So these little LED bulbs are a direct replacement. I've had them in for a little over a year. I've had no problems with them. The light is really nice and warm, so they're not that cold LED light. They're the nice warm light. So I went ahead and replaced all of those, and now I'm going to upgrade the patio lights outside, which I swapped out the old bulbs for, or I'm going to swap out the old bulbs for the new LED paddle lights. So this has the board on one side and the light on the other, and they plug right into place, replacing the existing patio lights. So yeah, they slide right in, and then of course the lights facing out, they're about 1/6 of the wattage and a little bit brighter. So I think the lumens is about 1.5 times the incandescent bulb. So a little bit brighter, a lot less energy. All right, so I'll start with the outside patio lights. It's the old bulbs are these, I don't know if you can see that, but they're the 906 bulb, and these are the same ones that were in the old reading lights in the cab over bed area, the headboard area. And I'm going to swap those out for the direct replacement 906 LED bulb. These are the paddle style lights, so they slide right into place. And I'm going to go do that right now. It's the only thing you need to do this is like a flathead screwdriver, at least for my style of truck camper light on the patio lights. Flathead screwdriver to pop off the lens, take out the old bulb, and put the new LED bulb in its place. Put the lens cap back on, make sure it's seated properly so no water gets in, and test it out. So of course it's raining while I'm doing this, but that's the patio light on the very back of the camper, and you'll see that there's these two tabs. There's these two tabs right here. You just take a flathead screwdriver and just get it in between that and the light fixture, and turn the screwdriver just a little bit, and it pops the lens cap out. And then there's one light on the side of the camper there as well, same bulb. And I can't really do it one-handed, so I went ahead and pried out the, just popped that real quick with the flathead. This lens just pops out. You can see the bulb right there. That just comes out, and then just replace it with the LED, and then we'll pop the lens cap back on. But I'm going to test the light first. Put that switch on, and you can see that the bulb is working. I'll go ahead and put the cap on. All right, cap's back on, light's working. All right, so the package of lights that I purchased for the overhead lights, the 1156 replacements, come in a little pack like this, and there's 8 bulbs per pack, and I think this pack was only about $12, $15, something like that. So I bought 2 packs, that way I've got some extras in case I need them. And same thing with the paddle lights for the outdoor lights. And if you're just going to upgrade your existing reading lights instead of replacing them, these are the little paddle lights that you get in a blister pack. These were, I think, $23 for 2 packs. So You got 10 bulbs and 23 bucks. I don't think that I'll have to replace them very often, but I bought extras just in case. And again, I'll put all the part numbers to where I purchased everything in the description below. Okay, so I also wanted to upgrade the little lights that are up in the headboard area for reading. Like I said, I didn't like the color of the old lights. They're kind of bulky, so I wanted to get something that was a little more streamlined, some a little more modern looking. Went with the brushed nickel fixture and the LED. And since they also have the USB charge port on the side, I didn't have to wire in any additional USB charge ports, which I was going to do if I was just upgrading the bulbs. So kind of getting both jobs done with replacing just the light fixture itself, and they're a nice looking fixture. I will also include those which I purchased from Amazon. I'll put the link to those in the description below. All right, let's go ahead and I'll show you the light fixtures and get them wired up. Okay, so these are the little reading lights that I purchased. They just have the positive and negative hookup, 12 volt, and they've got a swivel head, so you can turn it kind of any way you want, and they also pivot out and around. So pretty cool. LED with a kind of a little acrylic cap on it, and they look pretty nice. Little touch on off button right there, and the little touch on off button does have a little illumination on it. It doesn't draw almost no voltage from that little power lights, just so you can see it at night, I guess, but it barely has any power draw at all. But one thing you want to make sure is that especially if you don't have solar, that you push the button so the night light part is off. But anyway, simple hookup. I'm going to go ahead and get the old lights taken out and get these new ones installed. Just a couple of things you're going to need. Just a pair of wire cutters, a pair of wire strippers, pair of crimpers, and have some little butt connectors here, and of course the lights. Phillips head screwdriver or a flathead, depending on what type of fasteners are on your existing light fixtures. But the new light fixtures come with little Phillips head screws. Okay, so one other thing you're going to need is a good flashlight, and the reason for that is you'll have to pull the fuse for your 12 volt lights. You don't want any power going to the fixture while you're working on it, so you'll have to go down here to your DC side distribution panel and pull the fuse. So of course I've got my panel open, and there are the fuses, and you can see right down here for the DC distribution side, you've got 15 amp for lighting, 15 amp for lighting. Go ahead and pull both of those if you're not sure which ones are which. Just better to be safe than sorry. Just go ahead and pull both of those 15 amp fuses there. They're let's see, you got the 20 amp for the refrigerator, and then 20 amp for the refrigerator, and then the two 15 for the lighting. So I'm going to pull both of these out. And it's just as simple as wiggling them and pulling them out. Both of those are out. I'll go check my lighting. All right, so I'm up here in the bed area, and there's the old light fixture that I'm going to take out with the old incandescent bulb. And I'm just going to hit the power button just to make sure that there's no power going to that light, and there is not. So I can go ahead and take that fixture off and snip the wires and get the new fixture installed. Okay, so hopefully you can see that well enough. There's two screws that mount this light fixture to the wall. They're Phillips head screws, and they're just wood screws. They just drive right into the this bulkhead here that's got a solid piece of wood behind it, and remove these two and pull the fixture out. Okay. There's the power wire, the two power wires. So we've got the positive and negative, and then these two little wires right here are just for the little on-off toggle switch that's on the old lamp. I will go ahead and take these bell connectors off and snip the wire and go into the power side, which is this side here, and then the ground side, which is this side here, with the new lamp. And I've got my little 22 to 18 gauge butt connectors. I'll get these crimped onto one side. Hopefully that light is good enough. Make sure you get a really good crimp on that. That's not going anywhere. Do the other side. Same thing. Get a really good bite on it. Got that crimped. Now I'll turn the power back on to make sure that the lamp works. I do have my meter here. I set it to for 12 volt and measured to make sure I had the positive and the negative correct, and everything's good. Now I can go ahead and just test the light. This is just one of those touch sensitive buttons here. So you press it once and you've got your night light. Hopefully you can see that with the other light. Let me turn this off here. Press it once and you get the night light. Press it twice, the light comes on. Press it again, it goes off. So that's kind of cool. You've got your night light if you want it, but you don't have to have it if you're out boondocking. You don't want to drain your 12 volt battery, even though that doesn't use a whole lot of energy right there. It's not needed. So there you go. I'll get these mounted up, get the wires pushed back in and get it mounted up, and yeah, we'll be good to go. All right, so I got my mounting plate mounted, and I'll go ahead and push the rest of the wires through there, and then just mount the fixture to the mounting plate. All right, so there's the light all installed. You might want to get a little bit of wood putty to match your interior to hide wood screw or the old screw holes from the old fixture. But other than that, just give it a little test. There's our night light. There's the reading light, and of course it swivels around and back off. Put that in there, and it shows it's charging. All right, there's the night lights, and then the reading lights. Much better. All right, so one other pretty cool thing about these lights is if you tap it once, of course you got your little night light. Tap it just once again, and the regular LED light comes on here. But if you press and hold, it'll dim. So you can dim it down. Press it again, and it dims back up all the way up to the brightest level. Touch it again and it's off, and it'll hold its memory. So if you press and hold and want to dim it down, it'll go all the way down, and then you turn it off. Next time you turn it on, it's in that same setting that you left it. So that's pretty cool. We'll turn these all the way up. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and just get things cleaned up. I'll put, again, all of the part numbers of the fixtures that I purchased and the light bulbs, the LED bulbs that I purchased in the description below. You can check those out if it's something you're interested in doing to your coach or your cab over camper or trailer or whatever. And that should be pretty helpful. It's going to save a lot of energy. These reading lights were, you know, they're not super high wattage, but this is the LED is gonna definitely save some power when I'm out boondocking. So we do use those lights a lot, and it's gonna be nice to have something that isn't such a power hungry light. So again, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. And we'll catch you on the next one. Later.